Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's No Bull Beer Reviews. Today I have another beer from Fonta, Flora Brewing Company out of Nebo, North Carolina. This beer is called Best Budz, and you can tell why it's called that on the label probably. But it is a double IPA, double dry hopped with Citra, CTZ, Mosaic, and hemp flowers. They also made sure to state that there is no, it's just hemp flowers. There is no THC or CBD in this. But I'm curious if that's going to really give this a dank taste, because I get CTZ is somewhat of a dank hop, but Mosaic and Citra usually aren't. So I'm curious. We'll see. But this is 8.5 ABV. Wow, that's crazy. I just rinsed this glass with, it still must have had a little bit of dust in it. But as you can see, it pours I don't want to say completely transparent, because it does have a very, very slight haze to it, but it almost makes me think it's like chill haze, because it's pretty clear. With about a finger's worth of a pretty fluffy white head that's hanging around there. I gotta say, it smells really nice. Oh man. But it's really not dank at all, which is interesting, because I was expecting it maybe because of the CTZ and the hemp flowers, but I mean, there's a little bit of like an earthy character to it, but I wouldn't necessarily call it dank. And there's a ton of like peach rings. And it's not even just like peaches, it specifically reminds me of the smell of those like shoot, I can't even think of the company that makes them, but the package, the logo is like orange and yellow or red and yellow. It's like Soothers or Sathers, one of those that makes like peach rings. It smells just like those. That is very, very clean. I wonder, I don't know, there's something with their IPAs that always makes me think that there might be diacetyl showing up in them. But it's so, every time it's like never super prominent. So I wonder if there's just something else with their malt bill that's making me think that, because anytime I think I'm picking it up, it's always very, very mild, and the more I drink it, then I second guess myself. It's definitely not like, some IPAs, they have that slick body, and they're just straight buttered popcorn. This is not like that. It's a very crisp, clean flavor, but there's something about it that makes me think it's a little buttery, but I don't know. I think it actually might just be something with the malt bill. The beer itself is very, very dry. It's not very juicy at all. It does have a little bit of the peach character in the aroma, but it actually is a little more earthy and dank in the flavor. But one thing that blows my mind is that this is 8.5%, because I am not feeling like, I'm not tasting the alcohol, and I'm not even really getting it in the the back of the throat either. Very, very drinkable. Yeah, I mean, this is similar to the other ones I've had where I kind of felt the same way, where I thought it might have been a little bit buttery. every drink I take, I'm recognizing it less and less. So I don't know if that's just my palate's becoming used to it or what it is. But the only reason I don't think it's that is because other things that I know that are like super buttery, that are definitely loaded with diacetyl, it doesn't fade like that for me. I taste it as the main flavor like every single time. Now it's becoming more dry. It's actually turning like more floral, but not like all the way to where I would describe it as like perfumey or potpourri. It's more just like if you smell grass, but then you get a little bit of like a dandelion smell underneath it, like the light floral character. It's not super bitter either. It's just enough to balance out like the little residual sweetness it has from being a double IPA. But it is incredibly, incredibly clean. Honestly, I know, there's still a lot of breweries, especially on the West Coast, that make West Coast style IPAs, but I don't know too many that are making them this clean and bare. And when I say bare, I don't mean that, that it's boring or bland. It just, you can tell that the only malt that's there is to have something for the hops to lay against, but the whole point of the beer is for the hops to showcase, but it, again, still be like super clean, no like plant matter flavor, obviously filtered. Honestly, this reminds... they've done a couple that were cloudy. I wouldn't necessarily call them hazy IPAs, but these ones they've done that have been like pretty much completely clean. They remind me a lot of Fatheads IPAs. They're not quite as pristine as the Fatheads ones. Like, they're not quite as crisp and not quite as hop forward flavor wise, but they're in the same vein and they're very close. Behind, in my opinion, but I can't get Fatheads down here, so if I want something like this, this will have to do. But it's definitely a very good substitute for sure. Yeah, now I'm picking up like some orangey notes too. It's pretty well-rounded beer. This was, I think, $18 a 4-pack, so $4.50 a can. I would definitely buy this again. If I wanted a nice, clean double IPA, I think this would be a really good option. I would go back to this. And I hope they keep pumping these out, because all of the clean, hoppy beers they've been doing, I have thought have been really, really great. So I can't wait to have some more from them. But I think that's all I got on this one. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.